Public history program's been in existence for a little over a decade. Began back around in 2003, 2004, 2005, in that window. And I think one of the things that really does sort of set us apart is our emphasis on new media and digital media. That's been there at the foundation even before sort of digital media was digital media. And I think it's the direction we continue to go.
Every public history program has a specialty. So what I wanted the specialty to be here at UNCC was to focus on the digital aspects, like new media. So whether it's documentary production, it's developing websites, it's doing digital collections, things like that, that would give students a skill set that would be really useful in the job market.
There's a sequence of required courses in preservation and museum studies, and in a course we call History in the Digital Age, which I think in many ways is sort of foundational for the digital emphasis in the program. And then students can select among a range of public history electives, both within the department, so courses in oral history and memory, courses in heritage tourism, courses in video production, but they can also take courses outside the department as well.
The first public history class that I took was with Dr. Karen Cox. It was a digital history class, and that really expanded my knowledge of what it meant to be, enrolled in a public history program.
We talked about history in the digital age. We talked about how do you present things in a digital format. How, who are you actually reaching? And thinking about the audience. I think that's one of the real important parts of public history generally. But
by the end of the course, all the students had completed and created a website. I felt more comfortable and I understood the purpose of blogging and how it's not just sort of a personal way of expression. It can also be educational, informative, and create this larger context for conversation. So I began to understand and appreciate the benefits of working in a sort of a digital world in media, and bringing history into that media. So.
And all students complete a public history thesis and project. The students produce a work of scholarship that looks at, it can be a public history issue, but doesn't necessarily have to be. And then they build a project around that that has a publicly engaged piece. And so that might be, in some cases, a film, sort of rethinking how their research might be framed in the context of a website. It may be an exhibit, an actual physical exhibit in a museum or a historical society setting. Students have done a wide range of projects.
The topic that I picked was relevant to actually Fort Sumter National Monument. So I began working with that specific site in developing some kind of project that would be beneficial for me in my research, but also more specifically for that park, for their staff, and potentially for their visitors.
We maintain a public history lab, and so the lab in many ways is available for students 24/7, 365. The lab houses a fair amount of equipment for video production, so video cameras, lighting, microphones. It houses professional recorders for audio oral histories, so students working in the oral history class can take those out. It includes a variety of sort of technological tools that I think are necessary given our emphasis in digital media.
Our department looks for, in terms of public historians, are people who can do both the scholarship and the public history.
We're not an enormous program, and I think actually that's one of our strengths, is that we build a solid community among faculty and students who are in the program. There are opportunities that our students can take advantage of.
And we've been really fortunate. So our students that, since I've been here, that have graduated, many of them have gone on to get 2 careers in public history. And whether or not they are in public history, the skill set that they've developed while they were here have been applicable to other types of jobs.
A lot of our students really leave the program both with the foundational historical skills. I mean, they're coming to get an MA in history, and that is the fundamental, the essential component that all of our students leave as historians, but I think, you know, students in the public history program leave with a little extra.
I mean, obviously I was open to everything that I could learn, and I think that it appropriately added on to what I'd already known about working with the public and educating the public about history. So it wasn't anything that I felt was too out there or tangential. You know, it all fits, and it's all, you know, I'm gonna remember everything from this program and I'm gonna use it on a daily basis.